The Fox 61 News at 10 starts now.
Sarah Beckstrom of West Virginia, one of the guardsmen that we're talking about, highly respected, young, magnificent person, started service in June of 2023, outstanding in every way. She's just passed away.
Well, breaking now at 10, President Donald Trump has said just 3 hours ago that one of the two National Guardsmen who were shot in Washington, D.C. has died. Thanks for joining us here in the Fox 61 News at 10 on this Thanksgiving. I'm Sarah Sanchez. The 29-year-old suspect was armed with a revolver, police say. He was already been charged with 3 counts of assault with intent to kill while armed and possession of a firearm during a crime of violence. Now, the shooting happened yesterday afternoon around 4, just blocks away from the White House, as you can see on the map behind me. Maribel Gonzalez brings us the latest on the investigation.
20-year-old Sarah Beckstrom and 24-year-old Andrew Wolf, the National Guard members who were shot Wednesday near the White House, were tasked with protecting the nation's capital. On Thursday, President Trump announced that Beckstrom died from her injuries.
She was savagely attacked. She's dead. She's not with us.
We know that their lives, their families' lives are all changed forever because one person decided to do this horrific and evil thing.
Wolf is still hospitalized in critical condition. His neighbors spoke about his character.
He'd get the shirt off his back to somebody. He's just a really good guy. We always looked out for each other.
Hopefully, things work out good for him. He's a hard worker, good kid.
Authorities identified the suspected shooter as Ramanola Lackenwall.
He resided in Bellingham, Washington, with his wife and we believe 5 children.
The 29-year-old Afghan national who worked with the U.S. government, including the CIA, came to the country in 2021 as part of then-President Biden's Operation Allies Welcome, a program aimed to protect vulnerable Afghans in the wake of the U.S. military withdrawal from Afghanistan. He applied for asylum in 2024, and then the Trump administration granted it in April.
He drove his vehicle across country from the state of Washington with the intended target of coming to our nation's capital.
The Trump administration says it will re-examine green cards issued to people from 19 countries of concern, including Afghanistan. Maribel Gonzalez, Fox 61.
And we'll have full coverage of this story on Fox 61 Plus. That's our free streaming platform. You can download Fox 61 Plus right now on Amazon, Apple, or Roku TV. On this Thanksgiving Day, it was nice. The weather cooperated for us. Meteorologist Sam Sampiri is here with the first check of the forecast. A little bit of clouds rolled in, though, later in the day. Sam, does that mean anything for tomorrow?
No, it does not.
Okay.
The good news is we have quiet, chilly weather right through Saturday. So it's good news for everyone getting out and about for the Black Friday shopping spree. Get your Christmas tree. Right now, temperatures are in the 30s. Actual temperatures haven't been too bad. It's all about the wind. The gusty winds picked up. And yes, like you said, Sarah, the clouds came in. So we had the wind chill, that's been in the 20s and 30s throughout today, a little bit chillier earlier. And right now, satellite shows that we have a few clouds around, even some snowflakes flying up in the Berkshires of Massachusetts. Lake effect snow, upper level low. Actually, low pressure system ushering in colder air, and the lake effect snow machine going on in the favored snow belts off the lakes. Meanwhile, for us here, overnight into tomorrow morning, we'll have clear skies. It'll be a calm night. Winds will diminish a little bit. It'll be brisk and cold with lows down in the upper 20s and lower 30s. We wake up tomorrow morning, sunrise 6:56. Windy, bundle up if you're out and about again. Still breezy, sundown at 4:21. Actual temperatures will be averaging in the upper 30s to lower 40s. And yes, we'll have those gusty west winds going on at 10 to 20 miles per hour, feeling more like it's in the 20s. So coming up, I'll talk about Saturday and Sunday. And yes, the first few days of December in the next week. Big changes on the way. Sarah?
Thank you, Sam. Well, developing tonight, Bristol police say a 31-year-old man has died after crashing into a utility pole near the intersection of Broad and Todd Streets. Officers found Jonathan Whittle unresponsive inside his car. He was taken to the hospital where he died. The crash is still under investigation. Now to an update to a breaking news story we brought you last night at 10. Newington police say 5 people were taken to the hospital after a serious 3-car crash on Fenn Road. This video shows extensive massive damage to that car. Officers were called to the area near Eagle Drive just before 7:45. The crash had shut down Fenn Road between West Hill and El Grasso Boulevard for several hours. Police have not released the cause of the crash. We're also still waiting to get an update on how those people are doing. New Haven police say Luis Acevedo died after he was hit by a vehicle. This happened on Orange Avenue around 7:30 last night. Officers found Acevedo with severe injuries. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Police say the driver stayed and is cooperating. Investigators believe Acevedo was in the road at the time of the crash. Police are looking for witnesses to come forward. A firefighter was taken to the hospital and 3 families are displaced tonight after a fire tore through an apartment building. This was on Hudson Street in Hartford last night. Crews arrived just before 9:30 to a fire that had stretched across 3 floors of that building. 2 firefighters fell through a 3rd floor collapse, which triggered a mayday. Thankfully, both escaped without serious injuries, but it was quite a chaotic scene. 5 adults are getting help from the Red Cross on this Thanksgiving. Old Sabre police say a motorcyclist is dead after a crash early this morning on Schoolhouse Road. First responders arrived around 1:20 and found the rider with severe injuries. They say no other vehicles were involved and the victim was the only person on that bike. The driver died at the scene. If you have any information, you're asked to contact police. Well, it was another exciting Thanksgiving morning in Manchester. Thousands lined the streets for one of Connecticut's most iconic traditions, and that's the Manchester Road Race. Fox 61's Glenn Kittle was at the start and the finish line with this year's winners.
What a great day here at the Manchester Road Race. A new men's champion and a familiar face at women's champion. Edwin Kirkhat took the race coming down the stretch and ran away from the pack. Meanwhile, Wayne Kalani kept doing her thing, winning the Manchester Road Race for a 5th time in a row.
The race was great. It was amazing. This is my 2nd time coming here, and last year I came, I was ready, everything did okay. I got tired, and so today I just had to execute, do my thing, and make sure I get that win.
I was about to say, did you run this race with something to prove here, coming so close just last year?
Yeah, I came here, I felt really bad last year, getting tired. I came here when I was very prepared. I think I really wanted the win, and not getting it made me more hungry. I went back, I worked hard, and this time around I had to stay patient and make sure I execute my race and know that I have to cross the finish line as the first person.
5-time champion. How does it feel to be able to say that?
It feels amazing. I did not know I can make it this far, but just coming out in this race makes me very excited. I'm really happy with the 5th win.
Now tell me about the race here when you were front of the pack, really in there amongst the men. Tell me what you were thinking when you were leading the race and when you thought coming around the corner on Main Street here.
Well, just run hard as much as I could because I know this course. I like this course, but it's hard. But I was pushing myself today. If I can see to go after the record, the wind makes it a bit harder. But I'm just really happy to get that 5th win.
It was a great day here at the start and finish line at the Manchester Road Race. Some great times ran by the elite runners. Some great costumes by the folks having fun, and a happy Thanksgiving to everybody involved. In Manchester, Glenn Kittle, Fox 61.
We're taking a look at the newest shirts rocked by the Mokler family. This was today at the Manchester Road Race, of course. For the last 15 years, they've made these shirts that say, "Moving from Mama Mokes," as a tribute to Mama Mokler, who was diagnosed with MS in September of 2011. The proceeds made by selling these shirts go straight to services, classes, and therapy for people who do have MS in Connecticut. The Moklers told us why this year they picked the color yellow.
As you see, the only color not on the table is yellow. So it's yellow this year, and the theme for the back of it is hope. So we always want to, continue to move forward with hope.
Very simple reason there. It was a special day for the Moklers. They said this is the first time their granddaughter was present. Oh, she's precious. You can see she has a mini shirt similar to theirs, of course. And they said they're making her a part of the Manchester Road Race very early. Good for her. She's adorable. We're nearly 10 hours away from this year's Ray Crothers Memorial Blood Drive, beginning at 8:30 a.m. and up until 2:30 at the Manchester High School. Manchester Road Race officials are urging all runners, walkers, volunteers to donate a pint. If you do want to donate, you are asked to make an appointment ahead of time. You can find all that information at fox61.com. The Salvation Army is making sure hundreds of seniors in the greater Hartford area know they're valued on this Thanksgiving Day. In Hartford and 6 surrounding towns like East and West Hartford, Bloomfield, Newington, Windsor, and Wethersfield, volunteers delivered 950 Thanksgiving meals to homebound seniors. Their mission, the Salvation Army's mission, that is of the Holidays Meal Program, is to ensure seniors who are homebound, isolated, or disabled get a nutritious meal on the holiday. Volunteers hand-delivered those meals door to door.
And to see cars lined up to countless numbers of people, generations, grandparents and their children all together making this a holiday tradition. And it's just a wonderful thing that we can bring an opportunity to be truly thankful, to demonstrate that with this effort.
The Salvation Army also plans to deliver another 950 meals on Christmas Day.